So you're considering moving to Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. Maybe you've come here to visit a few times or read some articles or some additional videos aside from this, and you're curious, should I move to Santa Rosa Beach? Well, in this video, we're going to go over the key things that you'll need to know to make that decision. So stick around. What's up, everybody? This is Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Groove right here in the beautiful Destin-Fort Walton Beach and the wonderful Emerald Coast. If this is your first time to our channel, we do tons and tons of videos about everything you need to know about our area. As a military veteran of 14 years and now a military spouse, I've moved so many places. And every time I moved somewhere, there was always such a lack of information of where to move to and what to anticipate. That's why we created this channel for you. So go ahead and click that subscribe button and click that little bell so that you're notified every single time we got a new video coming out. Now, honestly, we get tons of phone calls, emails, text messages from people that want to move here, got some questions, need some help, and well, we absolutely love it. So if you are moving here, got some questions, need some help, give us a call, text, email, all that stuff should be on the screen. Please don't be afraid to reach out, and we'll help out any way that we can. Okay, so let's talk about it. Santa Rosa Beach. Yes, moving out this way. This is also known as 30A, this area, specifically Santa Rosa Beach. So you kind of use that synonymously. So what are some notable towns that you may have been in? Well, you've got Dune Allen, you've got Gulf Place, Blue Mountain, Grayton Beach, Watercolor, Seaside, Water Sound, Alice Beach, Rosemary Beach, and that's just to name a few. Now, those are all the beach towns, the big areas where most people love to come down and vacation. It's known for luxury and all sorts of just wonderful. I'm a local here and I vacation down there. A little staycation, right? But it's an absolutely gorgeous area and it's just fantastic even just to go visit. So what we're going to determine, is this a place I want to move to live, right? So the population of this area is about 17,000 people. And the median age here is 41, okay? So what is this area most known for? Well, the 30A luxury beach houses is a big thing, right? And all the different events that they have. And it's very, very unique all throughout the area because you have the super kind of upscale area and Alice Beach. If you go down to Rosemary Beach and you get off, the scenic 30A and go out somewhere, it looks like a German village is there. You've got all sorts of different things go through Seaside, and you've got all the different food trucks, and it's just so unique all throughout this area. It's also known for its upscale dining, great dining options out here. The unique artistic experiences, there's tons of that throughout this area, and of course, I can't not have a video without saying that it is the white sand beaches that are flanked by the lush forest that's behind it. It's really nice that when you come down this area, it's not condo city. It's actually homes all throughout this area. So most people moving here, if you do have kids, right, and you're worried about the schools, here's some facts about the schools here. So let's start at the elementary. We have Van R. Butler Elementary School. It's actually ranked 277 in the state among the two A+, A- rated elementary schools in this district. You also have the Emerald Coast Middle School, and this one's actually ranked 157 in the state. Seaside Neighborhood School is actually ranked number 23. And they're among 3 B+ and higher rated middle schools here in this district as well. And of course you have South Walton High School. It's 223 in the state. Seaside Neighborhood School is actually ranked 91 in the state. Crazy is that, right? And you also have Freeport Senior High School at 162. One interesting thing is when you have a more affluent crowd, especially with their families. They're very, very vested into the schools that are around here. So even the private and the public schools that go through, there's a lot of effort going into this, and there has been over the years, to make sure that there's a quality program for the kids. So just kind of consider that. Let's talk about home prices. Now that we know where we want to go, what do those home prices look like? Well, it's not cheap. Based off of our median rent for the area, now this is all Santa Rosa, this isn't just the beach area, but all this area is actually $1,605 per month was the median rate. Now let's talk about purchasing that home. Purchasing a home here, well, it's a bit pricey. The median single family home is $1.5 million. That's the median, okay? The high was all the way up to $24 million, and that was in Alice Beach this past year. And the low was around $300,000, which was in the northern area of Santa Rosa Beach. So there's not a whole lot of those. Most of them are going to be pushing, obviously, just over that $1 million mark. This past year, because this is the end of 2022 as I'm recording this video, we had a big influx over the past year in prices. Now, the market has slowed and is showing all indicators that it will continue to slow, but just keep that in mind that you're going to pay to play in this community. Also, let's talk about politics. If you look in this area, in Walton County, you may have researched this yourself, trying to move to some place that is more conservative. Walton County is very conservative. Matter of fact, almost everything out here in the Emerald Coast area, from Panama City to Pensacola, all is actually a really conservative environment. Why? Well, you get a good mix of Floridians. You also get a good mix of, well, people from Alabama. That southern culture kind of drips down. We kind of consider part of us as southern Alabama. And this area has like 5 or 6 military installations. So a lot of people, like myself, that were in the military, may lean a little bit more to the right. So just expect that you're going to have more conservative values throughout this community. So let's talk about the cost of living. Cost of living at the date of this video. We're going to go through some different parts here to just give you an idea of what you can expect in comparison to the national average. So let's go through each category. First is groceries. Now groceries on the index is 108.3. What does that mean? That means it's 8.3% above the national average. Healthcare, well, it's 98.7, which is 1.3% below the national average. Woo! All right. Housing, 342.8, which means that it is 242.8% above the national average. Again, it's a little pricey. The median home cost, as we had mentioned before, was $1.5 million, and the national average is actually around $291,700. Now, this number probably hasn't been updated since our housing boom, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty close to $300,000. You can do the math to kind of figure out the difference between those two. Obviously, it's quite a bit. All right, utilities in this area is 102.5, which is 2.5% above the national average. Why? Because we get cold here. Not really cold in comparison to the rest of the states, but it does get a bit chilly here, and it definitely gets warm. So keeping that AC on or keeping some sort of conditioning in your house, well, it's going to cost you throughout the year. Transportation is 93.7, so 6.3% below national average. And the miscellaneous, well, miscellaneous is right on par, just about 99.9 on the scale, which is 0.1% below the national average. Well, there you have it. So other things to consider moving to this area, there are a lot of things to do. If you are going to be looking at this area and maybe you want some nightlife or something like that, this may not be for you. There's not a whole lot of it. This entire area, when you look outside of where people are vacationing, and even still, it's more catered towards families and a bit of a more affluent crowd. What is there to do? Well, you've got tons of hiking, you've got biking, upscale dining, of course the beaches and everything associated with that. You have this feeling of just a cozy beach town, so you can go out and check things out. Obviously boating, this is one of the best boating areas. And there's just tons of events. There's always stuff going on around here. So there's never a lack of things to do. And the good news is if you are in this community and there's something that you can't get to readily right there, Panama City is not too far away. It's within a 30 minutes to go out there and get into the city to go to one of the bigger places that you need to get something outside of your beach town, right? Not only that, but you could also go to Destin. Again, it's about the same distance that you're going to be driving to get to those areas. If you need to go to, a Whole Foods or Sam's Club or something like that, it's definitely within a reasonable driving distance. So that's all I have for you for should you live in Santa Rosa Beach here in Florida. If you have any questions about anything I mentioned here, please go ahead and leave them in the comments below. If you are considering moving out here, got some questions or need some help, give myself or my team a call, text, email, find us on social media, whatever you got to do, we got your back when moving here to our area. Again, my name's Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group here with LPT Realty, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.